my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, did you hear the big news? Well, of course you have, that President Biden has pardoned his son, Hunter Biden. Now, there's nothing odd about doing pardons as presidents are leaving office, but he did say that he was not going to interfere in Hunter's legal proceedings and that nobody was above the law. And he seemed to do a 180 on it and then give him a pardon. Now, there was a big rumor on X today that actually it was a backroom deal because Hunter said he was going to write a tell-all book. And so either you pardon me or I'm going to write the tell-all book. Nobody knows what would be in that tell-all book, but one can only imagine if it made Biden go back on his word. So I'm going to ask the cards, why did President Biden pardon Hunter? Was he being blackmailed by Hunter? Or was it just a father doing something for his son? And why did Hunter need pardoning? I thought only guilty people needed a pardon. He hasn't been charged with anything. I mean, yeah, he's got some trials and whatnot. But I thought you had to be actually charged or a sentence. That's the word I'm looking for. Like I said, I'm Canadian. I'm not really privy to American laws and whatnot, but I'm sure I'll be corrected. So, why was Hunter Biden pardoned? And does it have anything to do with any kind of blackmailing, or was it just the love of a father and son? Anchor. Well, that has to tell us something that it's definitely something that will to stick for a very long time. Stabilization. Clouds. Well, yeah, there's the clouds. Clover. Lucky. Lady. Okay, so it had something to do with a female. House. Garden. Lady. Okay, so again, this deck has two ladies and two gentlemen, and I kept both of them in. When you're reading a lot about a lot of family members, it's good to have many people because Leonard actually has two people. And so the lady, we've got two females here that would have been at the forefront of it. Three ladies. So was this Jill? Was this Ashley? We've got three ladies here saying, yeah, why don't you go ahead and do this? The sun, and the sun can actually be the S-O-N as well as the S-U-N. Child. Whip. And ring. And the underlying mountain. Okay, I was looking for the book here. The book is not here. We do have the whip, though. And this is telling me that this was highly pressured by a female. Interesting, we don't have the men on here. So it wasn't pressured by Hunter. Now, we have the child here, but yes, he is a child, but I would expect Hunter to show up as a man. He's a grown-ass man. So I think here, with the ring, the house, the clouds, and the child, it may be something to do with like a brand new, solid, secure beginning. I think that there was a lot of pressure, a lot of female pressure. Now, who could these females be? This was a big obstacle in the Biden's life. So it could be, like I said, it could be Ashley, the daughter. It could be um, Jill, and it actually even could be perhaps some of the stronger Democratic female members who were pushing him to do it. Pelosi, Michelle Obama. I'm getting Michelle Obama here with this one because this is outside influence. We have the garden, and I think in there whether it was a actual threat, I'm not really getting that it was. We really don't have a lot of the more terrible cards here, like the scythe. Like we don't have the book here. To me, if the book would have shown up, then that would tell me, yeah, that's a credible threat that the book would be written, especially with the letter. The letter would be a message about a book, and we don't have that at all. I think there was, it's interesting, the Sun, and we have SON, the Sun as well. It may have more to do with family relations, with stability within the family. I think it has more to do the females in Hunter's and in President Biden's life pushed for it, maybe to make feel good kind of thing. Could have this even been um, Vice President Harris? Right, and saying, we need some positive news in the Democratic Party, and and look at the clover here under the sun. That it was just Hunter's very, very lucky that he had these women actually pushing for him. I actually think this is Jill and Ashley because it's around the home and the anchor, and this could be. It could be Vice President Harris. It could be Michelle Obama. It's somebody outside of the inner circle, and I think it's to calm the waters is what I'm getting with this ring here. It's because it could have been a big obstacle, and who knows what have been brought up in court, for example. Maybe some damning information against the Democrats brought up in court, especially with the whip here and the child. Something maybe brand new could have been brought up in court, and this way they've sealed it. They've sealed the deal, and they've gotten over that obstacle. And I think it's interesting that it didn't actually come from Hunter. It wasn't any kind of pressure from Hunter. So you can put that aside, that it was, blackmail, as the rumors have it. It was more the females, and they wanted to kind of, let's just close the door and kind of go out on a high note here, because I'm pretty sure this whip here, I think they were more worried about new information coming out, and I think they just wanted, let's clean that up. Let's clean it up. And I think that's exactly what happened. And this ring here is the agreement. And that is, whatever is sealed forevermore. Whatever's pardoned, whatever. So now they can be secure in whatever was going to come out in Hunter's trials. That's sealed forevermore. That information will never come out, and I think that information would have been very damaging. It would have been new information that nobody saw coming, like perhaps an email or witness coming forward. Something would have come forward that would have been very damaging, but now that's sealed. I'm hearing my lips are sealed. My lips are sealed, and there's some kind of contract here as well. Some kind of contract. I don't know if we'll ever actually see it. It's interesting. We have this little house here and this little house here, and the sun and the sun. So that's why I'm thinking that the sun and the house. That's why I'm thinking that this could possibly be something to stabilize the family overall. maybe, let's face it, President Biden's 85. Every day is a bonus day. I'm not saying he's ill. I'm not saying that he's going to pass away soon, but he's the exact same age as my father. And that's why my father likes him so much. And like I say, after 82, every day is a bonus day. And so maybe they just want stability in the family in his final years, whether that's 1 year or 10 years. They just, let the man rest and be at peace. But yeah, I don't think there's anything very malicious here at all. I think they were more or less worried about what new information could come out. And I think it was the women in his life that presented this. I don't think Hunter had anything to do with it at all. At all. I think if anything, Hunter may have shown up as the dog. Sometimes your children can show up as the dog. Um, but in this case, the child, um, I don't think that's Hunter. The child is a little bit too young. Plus, the child is also innocent, and I don't think say what you want about Hunter. I don't think he's innocent in a lot of things. And a lot of adults have a lot of things they're guilty of by the time they reach his age, and I don't think he's much different. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.